Who will help you? I know this is what is going on in your mind. Welcome to the fifth part of my presentation. You may be saying I don't have sufficient knowledge on data cleaning and building huge LinkedIn connections. That's correct. You will have me as a case study. I'm around, I'm available for you. But briefly, let's see. When I started to build my LinkedIn connections in 2016, I had no knowledge of LinkedIn until I decided to start implementing the same strategy, which I will show to you. You can see my followers or connections were just 2,279. That has since changed. 2019. You can see my connection is now more than 26,000. So I'm going to share the same strategy I have used. In fact, I have been sharing this strategy with you up to this point. You just need to implement them by getting hold of my ebook and access to resources which I locked up in my membership area. You will be exposed to different methods of inviting and attracting thousands of people to join your LinkedIn connections and also to start conversation with your chatbot. You will have the lecture notes, which I embedded with video clips showing step-by-step instructions on how to source and download big Whois data files, clean and upload them to your LinkedIn. There is no holding back of anything from me. All you need to do, just follow my step-by-step instructions. You will also have access to 75 done-for-you swipe templates with artificial intelligence pre-framed sales scripts. They are already there. They are designed to sell. And you will also have access to training and more training on conversational marketing and chatbots. You will have me as a case study. You will also learn how to go beyond your LinkedIn connections. Look, LinkedIn connections only have a maximum of 30,000. Assuming you want to go outside the network. I'm going to share this secret with you. If you have a little time to watch the video to the end. So when you implement a LinkedIn conversational chatbot for your site or conversion chatbot for your site, you can create a multi-touch points marketing campaigns to reach audiences outside your LinkedIn connections. If you want to reach millions of people outside your LinkedIn connections, or if you want to reach thousands of people outside your LinkedIn connection, depending on the time you have, you will be able to do that. I call this strategy LinkedIn Boomerang Plan. It is a boomerang plan in the sense that you will be shown how to communicate with people who are not in your connections. Then they will tell you, no, I don't know you. That's all. Boomerang plan doesn't mean that it will impact your LinkedIn account. No. The people will simply say, I don't know you, so I'm not going to listen to you. So this allows you to send campaigns about your LinkedIn conversation chatbot or conversion chatbot to audiences outside your network. And for as many times as you want, like 45 times is recommended, you can spread the messaging over 3 months without paying a cent in advertising until they opt in to your chatbot or they unsubscribe from your campaigns. Just look at it. For one person to send an email or use LinkedIn's email targeting, for one person, it costs you not less than $2. So if you do that for 45 times, that will cost you roughly about $90. If you do that for 10,000 people, for 100,000 people and more, you can calculate the cost to you. So this method, you are not going to pay any cent. Let me explain it quickly. You want to expose, say for example, a chatbot you have constructed. Let's refer to that chatbot to be targeting people in health and fitness. So you want to target customers who are not in your network. You will have access to businesses who have used the following services in the past: ClickFunnels, ClickBank, ConvertKit. So we have businesses we have curated from different niches that you will have access to. The data comes in this format, in Excel sheet format, like we have seen it here. This is for Google Analytics, website that have used Google Analytics, or business owners that have used Google in the past for advertising. So you will be able to clean this data and you will upload them to the multitask messaging system. So the multitask messaging system will send them emails for 45 times. So in this example, you will be able to download list of businesses that has used, for example, ClickFunnels, Infusionsoft, Active Campaigns, Facebook custom audiences, AdRows, customers, Builderall, Instant Page, Kajabi, Lead Pages, Stripe Teams, OptimizePress, Unbounce, Ontraport, CoverKit, Thinkific, Wistia, Zendesk, GetResponse, Aweber, etc. Or lists of businesses who owns website with shopping carts or has used Google Analytics, Reddit, YouTube, HubSpot, etc. or similar marketing tools such as customer relations, marketing software, webinars, etc. And they are on LinkedIn, but their owners or staff are not in your connections. And you want to expose your LinkedIn conversational chatbot to them. So all of this data bases have been curated for you. So this is a diagram just to explain. So you have developed a chatbot in the health and fitness sector, for example, and you want to expose it to people outside your connection, but they are on LinkedIn. So the framework is that you will send them a pre-framing email that you have connection with them in the past. This is the first part of the campaigns you will send. Of course, it will have some nice gift, to entice them to open the emails. Let's read the first part of this email, why we call it boomerang. So, hope you are doing well. We are connected on LinkedIn. This is just the only boomerang. Actually, you are not connected with these people on LinkedIn, but you want to start a conversation. Because many people have more than 500 people on LinkedIn, they wouldn't really know whether you are connected with them or not, unless maybe they have less than 20 or 30 people or 500 people. So you get it. This is the boomerang. Sometimes they will say, no, we are not connected on LinkedIn. You are not in my first degree connection. That is fine. Or they don't have time to listen to, or to read your email, or to listen to your conversation. Don't contact me again. This is just the only boomerang. So they will unsubscribe themselves. So we present a case for them to say yes or no. I will listen to you. So you start, we are connected on LinkedIn, and I figure it out. It wouldn't hurt to reach out to you about my LinkedIn conversation and chatbot built using the new artificial intelligence technology that automates LinkedIn list building, data capturing, and website conversion without using any Chrome extension or email scrapping software. Thought you might find this helpful. Once they read up to this point, they will be interested. So let's look at the next part of the body of the email that they will receive. This is the pre-framing part. Let's read it. And since I work with a ton of business coaches and consultants, I have decided to provide a demonstration on how my LinkedIn conversion chatbot helps B2B owners on LinkedIn to book discovering calls with their connections, or pre-qualify them as potential clients, and finally get them into appointment and close deals with them. So they will see an image of the chatbot that can help them to do lead generation or drive sales or customer service or book appointments and others. So they will definitely be interested in reading your email through. And the AI conversion bot uses the exact marketing phrases and strategies successful business coaches, consultants, sales trainer, affiliate marketers, digital agency, and others uses to generate qualified leads, book calls, and enroll new clients. You can watch the demonstration. We give them a link for the chatbot. And the last part is here, which you will conclude. If you like it and you want similar LinkedIn conversion chatbot to be configured to help you build massive email lists of your LinkedIn connections, you will need to let me know. We have plus 75 swipe templates for different niches, and definitely we have something for the kind of niche market you are targeting on LinkedIn. And if it is not something you are interested in right now, no worries at all. Either way, I'll be curious to hear what is working best for you right now in terms of lead generation and finding quality leads from your LinkedIn connection. Thank you so much for your time. You will give your correct information here because you are a serious business entity or owner. You don't want them to feel that you are a fake business. And then you will put, please remember, if you don't want to hear from me again, just hit unsubscribe and let me know. At the bottom of the email, you will provide means for them to unsubscribe. You can provide means for them to share. They will not share in most cases. So you must allow all recipients to unsubscribe, or recipients to unsubscribe from you if they don't want to hear from you again. You have access to millions of data with actual working emails. So you don't have need, to be hiding yourself or not to allow people to unsubscribe from the email. So this is it. And once those who will accept to interact with the chatbots, because you provided the link, and they will start entering their names and their email. In this way, you build your database. So those interacting and want similar chatbots are subscribed to your own database for follow-up campaigns. You will use this to build massive email lists of the right niche with a peace of mind at zero cost. It is zero cost, except you have to set up the means, like how do you build the database, how do you collect, how do you interact. So your chatbot is linked back to any of these services you choose. I use Mailchimp because it is cheap to use, and I build my pre-framing multi-task messages, 45 messages using Mailchimp. You can use different services if you want. People want to use ActiveCampaign. I will explain to you the reason why I'm using Mailchimp. I have tried all of this. I have tried this. I have tried this. I have tried SendLane. I have tried Aweber. I have tried GetResponse. But for the purpose of the secret of uploading thousands of email, Mailchimp is more friendly. The rest will not allow you to upload contacts of people you don't know. This is just a secret, so I will be talking more about the secret later. Finally, I have a video here which I thought you should watch. It will take about 8 minutes, so let's listen to it. So it's an example of data preparation from the health and fitness niche for LinkedIn boomerang campaigns. So you can use the same method for Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. So you have access to the data. Let's listen to it. So you design your chatbot and you want to sell that chatbot to B2B owners. So in our case study, we designed a chatbot for the health and fitness sector. Okay. So we need the data for health and fitness sector. The data is already curated for you. I have prepared this data just for the purpose of speeding up this training. The first data set you will want is all health and fitness sites. I've opened that for you here. Let's see quickly all health and fitness site. So in the all health and fitness site, it's a huge database. Let's see how many people in this data of owners of, sorry, not 456. I beg your pardon, it's 456,929. That's almost 500,000 records of owners, businesses in the health and fitness sector. Here is Broombuy.com. This business is owned by Joe Biden. They are in the sports sector. You will have their telephone numbers here and their Facebook. You can actually go to their Facebook if you want us. Let me click it. This is the website, or sorry, not the website, the Facebook page of Broombuy. We don't want to go into details and so on, so it is live, but we find that they are not on LinkedIn. So this company is not on LinkedIn. We have cases like that, but what is important here is that you will be able to get the names of the directors, the owners, the key important people working in this company. So here is the column for key important people. So our task is to extract this of key important people. But before then, we want to filter out those without LinkedIn page. That's correct. So we have those with YouTube account, VK account, Instagram, Pinterest, Google, and Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. So we are only interested in those companies that have LinkedIn business page because we want to target them with an email that we are connected on LinkedIn. We have seen your page on LinkedIn, or we are connected on LinkedIn. Okay, that is the boomerang we have explained earlier. But before we can do that, we need to now filter the whole of this Excel sheet only to contain list of people with LinkedIn page. This is now only the list of companies with LinkedIn page. And you have their telephone numbers as well. Above all, you have now their LinkedIn URL. Important people working in that company. So a company can have 2 or 3 names, or contact people, and so on. Like I mentioned, this data sheet, we don't include countries from EU. They are mostly companies who are located in US or Canada. In some strange cases where we find a company in the EU appearing in our database, we normally remove them, just to make you to be rest assured that this is a clean data that you can use. Okay, now the last stage is to prepare the list and only have the names of people, their position, and their email and the sector. So you have some in marketing, some in sales, some are directors, some are board members, some are president. So what happens if a president see your chatbot? If the president of a company see your chatbot, he will quickly refer you to somebody in marketing. And if somebody in part or who is a board member see your chatbot, they will refer you to somebody in the marketing. And if somebody in the marketing sees your chatbot, the person will take it up from there and contact their supervisors or people who take decision. So this is why this type of data we prepared for you is very important. So you will learn how to bring this data to our multi-task messaging system straight, and the system will continuously send them messages about your chatbot. We have seen that type of message. We said 45 messages will be sent. So what happens if they don't subscribe? They will see the email because this is the email they read. If they don't subscribe or they don't reply, we will move them to a second stage. The second stage is to import all of this for Facebook advertising. So while they are seeing your email reaching them, they will also be seeing the email when they visit Facebook. If you can scale it up, we will also use the same data for LinkedIn advertising. There is no way you will not be profitable if you start promoting your chatbot to the right niche. Now, this is a business. They will say they are interested, but you will be able to pitch them properly, pre-frame them properly, that you can develop a chatbot for them and at the same time market that chatbot to the right audience. Remember, we have all the relevant audiences here. Most audience in health and fitness, you will find them in the database of Reddit. So Reddit are actually people who patronize Reddit and Facebook. They are consumer. So you will see people with interest in health and fitness. So you design a chatbot for a company and you show the company how to use the chatbot to collect customers from Reddit. You can charge them as much as you want. I hope this is quite simple. If it is not clear, don't worry. Register, sign up. We'll be discussing how to implement this strategy during the course of your training with me. You will also have access to my support system, which is a standard ticketing system. You can send tickets. You can pick a phone and call me. You can go into live chat. You can have Skype. I try to reply to requests for support as soon as I receive them. We will have in future weekly question and answer webinars. We also have Facebook support groups to use. I have already explained this. The ticketing system is quite very fine. You will have extended bonus lecture notes. This is inside one of my membership training. Let me see if I can expand this. Level 1, how I sold my course for 50,000. You will have this lecture notes. You will have access to video. This is where we are, introduction to database marketing. You will have all the training levels depending on your subscription package. Whichever subscription package you have, you will have access to extended lecture notes. Why psychometric marketing, how Trump used big data, your own data infrastructure, Hanging Fruit database part 1, part 2, and part 3. What do you do when your first seed starts rolling in? How to avoid pitfalls. These are extended lecture notes which you will have access to. They may not be in the PDF ebook. You will have access to extra notes on how I raised 1 million rand in Forex equity. Each of these levels of training have additional resources. LinkedIn Marketing 3.0, cheat charts, mind map, top resources report, LinkedIn conversion chatbots, how I raised 1 million. I already said that. We also have access to how I sold my first LinkedIn course for 50,000. These are extra materials. Look, I'm not giving people bonuses they cannot use or bonuses that will not be of help. All the bonuses are linked together to help you achieve, the best with your LinkedIn promotions. Of course, I have mentioned this sample data set. Depending on your level, even if you start with the $47 ebook, you will have access to Lion List, my own connections on LinkedIn, and Whois record from South Africa and UK. You will learn how to clean this. I don't want to dwell too much on this, but you have access to this data when you subscribe. Okay, that is that for part 5. We are here on support system. I've just explained the support system to you.